China held its largest ever military parade in Beijing on Wednesday, marking 80 years since Japan's defeat at the end of World War II. Chinese President Xi Jinping was flanked by Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Designed to project China's military might and diplomatic clout, the event was largely shunned by Western leaders due to Putin and Kim's attendance, with the pair considered pariahs in the West due to the Ukraine war and Kim's nuclear ambitions. At the top of the program, Xi addressed a crowd of more than 50,000 spectators at Tiananmen Square in the capital.
The Chinese nation is a great nation that does not fear violence, and that stands independent and strong.
Xi then inspected the troops and cutting-edge military equipment, including hypersonic missiles, underwater drones, and a weaponized robot wolf. Helicopters trailing large banners and fighter jets flew in formation during a 70-minute showcase that culminated in the release of 80,000 peace birds. Seated between Putin and Kim in the viewing gallery, Xi repeatedly engaged in conversations with both leaders during the parade. It marked the first time the trio have appeared together in public. Putin later thanked Kim for North Korean soldiers fighting in the war in Ukraine during a bilateral meeting. Kim said he was willing to do everything he can to help Russia. The parade also comes as U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs and volatile policymaking strain the United States' relations with allies and rivals alike. As the event kicked off, Trump, in a post directed at Xi on Truth Social, said, quote, "Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America." Trump had earlier told reporters he did not see the parade as a challenge to the United States. Japan's top government spokesperson declined to comment on the parade, adding that the country and China, Asia's top two economies, were building, quote, "constructive relations."
President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that he plans to send National Guard troops to fight crime in Chicago.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
What do we do?
The move would mark an extraordinary effort to militarize the nation's third largest city and set up a legal battle with local officials who have vowed to fight such a move. Trump's comments came just hours after a federal judge blocked Trump's administration from using the military to fight crime in California. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker called the president's remarks unhinged.
In the coming days, we expect to see what has played out in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., to happen here in Chicago. Let's be clear, the terror and cruelty is the point, not the safety of anyone living here.
Since taking office, Trump has attempted to broaden the role of the military on U.S. soil, which critics say is a dangerous expansion of executive authority that could spark tensions between the military and ordinary citizens. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson said over the weekend that Chicago police will not collaborate with any National Guard troops or federal agents if Trump deploys them to the city in coming days, as he has threatened in the past.
A 5.5 magnitude earthquake hit southeastern Afghanistan on Tuesday, almost 2 days after another quake in the region killed hundreds of people. Sunday's quake, with a magnitude of 6, was one of Afghanistan's worst in years. It damaged houses in remote villages, and difficult terrain has badly hindered rescue workers' relief efforts. This survivor says his entire village was flattened, and that he lost his wife, son, and daughter to the quake. Homes that were partially damaged by it were destroyed by Tuesday's quake, according to residents. A Reuters journalist who was in the area before the latest tremors saw locals still digging through the rubble for survivors, as many remain trapped. This volunteer says people are in need of everything, especially medicine and shelter. But global help has been hard to come by. Afghanistan has been badly hit by U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to cut funding to foreign aid programs. The disaster has further stretched the war-torn nation's Taliban administration, already grappling with a sharp drop in foreign aid. Diplomats and aid officials say crises elsewhere in the world, along with frustration over Taliban's policies towards women, have been a factor in funding cuts.
Impresionante.
Impressive. I found out everything through this, the phone that Xi Jinping gave me.
Xi Jinping. Esto me lo regaló Xi Jinping.
Look, Xi Jinping gave me this.
Un Huawei.
A Huawei, the best phone in the world, the Huawei, and the Americans can't hack it.
El mejor teléfono del mundo.
Neither their spy planes nor their satellites.
Y no te lo pueden intervenir los gringos. Ni los aviones espías ni los satélites.
I just put them on, and for the first time I felt good about wearing prosthetics, and I wanted to show them off, and that was something I'd never felt before. My name is Tililoki, I'm 19 years old from England, and I've dedicated my life pretty much to helping develop bionic arms. I've been working with a company called Open Bionics ever since I was 9, so about 10 years now, and together we've co-designed and co-created some of the most advanced bionic arms on the market now, which is super exciting. I lost my hands to meningitis when I was 15 months old. Before I was given a prosthetic, I was given a hyper-realistic glove. It was always something that, people kind of expected you to hide away, and we just hadn't really pushed the boat out and challenged that design in literally such a long time. If you look at the evolution of Open Bionics prosthetics, they've come such a long way, but you don't really know how good of a product it is until you have somebody stick their arm in it and try it. The first project I did with Open Bionics, we took a prosthetic arm to San Diego Comic-Con, where obviously it was really hot. It was 40 degrees, and that's when we realized, oh wait, ventilation is really important in a prosthetic arm. Let's get some ventilation in there. There's images in my mind of tug of war pull this arm off me because it literally got stuck on me.
It's not for the prosecco.
Artificial intelligence is such a spectrum, but it's just come so far in the way the arms are designed. It's all online, it's all in a system now. The system is predicting things, and it's very, very accurate. It makes it comfortable for the user even if they're not in the room. So it's not invasive, it's not brain control or anything like that. It's very practical and physical when I move my muscles. So every time I move that muscle, you get an electric signal, and the sensors can pick that up. So basically it's these two muscles which I use to control the entire hand. So it's squeeze to close, flex to open, like that.
This is how I do it using the new features of this bionic arm.
Honestly, the second I put them on, I just felt really good about it. The little things, being able to shake people's hand for the first time. I wouldn't do that, and it would make meeting people a lot of the time really awkward. And it was God, what I'd give to just be able to shake someone's hand and avoid this. And now I can. I used to be hanging out with my friends, and if there was a camera, I'd throw a peace sign up, and obviously it would just look like this. Nobody knows what's really going on there but me. But now to actually be able to do that and express myself while I'm talking, and it's done so much for my body language and things. It's monumental. It's things you don't even think about. The medical tech space at the minute is just out of this world. We don't talk about it enough, but it's just opened so many doors that I'm so honored and proud and excited to be at the forefront of it and get to see everything that's happening.
From what Nvidia is discussing with Donald Trump to why you shouldn't flirt with a Taylor Swift chatbot, this is AI Weekly. Nvidia boss Jensen Huang says he's talking to the White House about what chips his firm can sell to China, but he says the negotiations could take a while. In August, Donald Trump indicated he could allow Nvidia to sell a pared-back version of its latest chips to the country. Meta and its users took the likenesses of dozens of celebrities, including Taylor Swift, to create flirty chatbots without their permission. That's according to a Reuters investigation. Some of the bots were labelled as parodies, but others insisted they were real and made suggestive comments. A spokesman said the firm's rules clearly prohibit the impersonation of celebrities. Meanwhile, tech publication The Information says Meta could partner with rivals Google or OpenAI to boost its AI features. It's reportedly explored using Google's Gemini bot to deliver conversational responses to queries. Any tie-up is thought likely to be temporary, while the Facebook firm gets its own AI systems up to speed. Scientists in the UK used AI to analyse data on Mars quakes. Tom Pike was on the team at Imperial College London.
We have also been using AI increasingly to actually detect signals within the seismic data itself. So we use it in two ways. One is to get rid of things that we don't think are seismic, the noise, the weather, the wind especially, and then to identify the fingerprints of what are seismic signals.
The seismic events revealed that the interior of Mars is a jumble of fragments that preserves debris from the red planet's earliest days. And American computer makers are enjoying the AI boom. HP beat forecasts for the latest quarter, saying customers were snapping up PCs equipped for the new tech. And Dell raised its forecasts for the year, thanks to strong demand for AI servers. It expects such products to generate $20 billion in revenue next year. Google will not have to sell its Chrome browser, but will have to share data with rivals to boost competition in online search. That was the ruling by a judge in Washington on Tuesday. The verdict marked a rare win for big tech over US antitrust watchdogs. It sent shares in parent firm Alphabet soaring over 7% in extended trade. Judge Amit Mehta also ruled that Google could keep its Android operating system, which, together with Chrome, helps drive its market-dominating online ads business. Mehta had ruled last year that the tech giant operated an illegal monopoly in search and related advertising. But he said he approached the task of setting remedies with humility. He cited the rise of AI-driven rivals as one mitigating factor. Google now faces competition from search tools powered by the likes of OpenAI's ChatGPT. Such products could be further boosted by access to its vast troves of data. Google has said it will appeal, meaning it could take years before it is required to act on Tuesday's ruling. US regulators say they are now considering their next steps. The case is widely expected to end up in the Supreme Court. Meta also ruled that Apple and other device and browser makers can maintain revenue-sharing agreements with Google. Analysts at Morgan Stanley estimate Google pays the iPhone maker $20 billion a year for searches done on its devices.